This is a HeadGum podcast.
Back on a thirsty Thursday, thanks to us, a sponsor that'll quench not only your thirst, but your hunger for food, not your hunger for snacks.
Also not your thirst, because there's all food, not drinks, but it's fine. Love the pun, love the effort.
Yeah.
Valiant.
With such valiance I had. We're talking, of course, about NatureBox. NatureBox.com/ifIwereYou. We know you're tempted to snack. Snacks are great. I love snacks. NatureBox says, give into that temptation in a smart way that makes you feel great.
Yeah.
They just sent us a new box. I love that shit.
Yeah.
I love my snacks.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
The jalapeno cashews are actually very dope.
Yep.
And you don't like spicy food, so they're all for me.
And the Sweet Kettle Crunch is right up my alley. Not spicy, but actually very sweet and enjoyable, because
Therefore,
I like a sweet treat.
Isn't that perfect how they have something for everybody?
So how does it work? Basically, you let them know what snacks you want, and instead of having to go pick them up like it's frickin' 1998,
Like a chump-ass loser.
they will deliver it to you right to your doorstep.
Yeah.
You get your favorite snacks, you don't even have to lift a finger.
That's being rich, dude.
It's a fun way to reward yourself for being alive every month.
Yeah.
You say, I don't want to wait every year for a gift. I want to give myself a gift literally every month.
You earned it. You deserve it.
The gift of tasty, delicious snacks. So head to naturebox.com/ifIwereYou to check them out. Just unbox, I would say, a world of taste and possibilities.
That's fair.
And if you do go to naturebox.com/ifIwereYou and get NatureBox, please forward us that receipt so we can personally thank you next time we endorse NatureBox. For example, the following people sent us receipts since the last time we endorsed NatureBox. So thank you to Jake, hit it.
Thank you, Rachel W. Gracias, Lindsay M. Thank you.
There's too many to do that.
Toda, Joshua D.
Uh-huh.
Namaste, Graham T.
Uh-huh.
Oregato, Amanda P.
Yes.
Merci, Ibn B. Tak, Santiago R.
And thank you as well to Ryan F., David R., Brianna B., Connor B., Stevie K., Trey T., Haley H., Hannah E., Stephen D., Scotty M., Monica B., Daniel B., Julio C., Joe M., Jake A., Brandon O's sister, happy birthday,
Feliz cumpleaños.
to Adam L. and Joshua S. A lot of fans love this stuff.
Wow.
And why wouldn't they? It's so, so good. So join the revolution. Our fans love it. Please check them out. Great way to feed yourself, but also support the show. Because isn't that at the end? This is what it's all about: is supporting our show.
Yeah. More important than you eating is us
support.
making cash.
Because I eat money. I really do eat money.
It's fair.
So naturebox.com/ifIwereYou to get your snacks delivered to your home. We could be reading your name next to advertisement. Imagine that.
You'll be famous.
All right. Thirsty Thursday. Let's get started. I do wanted to say that our fantasy football podcast is officially up and running.
And it got real.
We recorded the post-draft hoopla on Monday, posted the episode on Tuesday, just in time. I believe the NFL season begins tonight, Thursday night.
Oh,
So
shit.
if you're a fan of fantasy football or just a fan of 10 friends hanging out, having a good time, I'm in the league. Billy Scafuri is our commissioner. Funny dude, Adam from Harvard sailing team, George Basil, Pat Castles, more and more comedians and friends having a good time talking about sports. I feel like you guys would really enjoy it. That podcast is over at headgum.com, much like all of our other shows, including this one. So let's get started.
My problem's a big one. It's sticky for sure. Ran into my ex and she's not fat anymore. She's an 8 now. She used to be a 4. How do I tell her I want her back without her knowing that I'm a douchebag. So I thought I'd email if I were you. With a patience.
Damn.
Yeah, that was smooth.
That barbershop quartet, though.
That's how you get laid.
That crooning tune to the sound of Earth Angel, though.
Acapella,
though.
Yeah.
The email said, imagine NWA had a stable upbringing in the suburbs of Cambridge, England, and eschewed a rap career for a shot at the barbershop big leagues. That is what Ollie, Sam, and Colm have done for us. I think I'd be down to join a barbershop quartet.
Yeah.
And since these are just three dudes, I feel like
You could... No, don't.
ba 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 bang bang ba ba bing bong bing blue moon boo 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 boo.
I take back what I said.
Blue blue.
Blumenfeld, you got something special.
You really think so? Because I didn't really. I put half my ass into
Hey, boys,
that.
you know that new sound you're looking for? Well, this is it. Ba 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 boo 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 moon.
You kids are gonna love it. So thanks, guys. Ollie, Sam, and Colm in Cambridge, England.
They knew the word eschews.
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 Eschews. Eschewed a rap career. Eschewed.
Yeah, I think if you know that word, then you're already not going to be a very good rapper.
Well, the thing is, they're from England, so they already know
Their vocabulary is
they're
like-
sort of cheating because when you're English, you know English good. That's not good. It's like, I speak Hebrew. So what? I was born in Israel. I didn't learn shit.
Oh, interesting. That's you for the first time not
I
taking
mean,
credit for knowing
obviously,
another
for
language.
me, it's a little different. As I do know shit, I know English
So it's
and
not a big
Hebrew,
deal that they,
and it was self-taught.
Right. So once again,
In
everyone else is good.
bad.
Don't talk over me. Everyone else is good. Everyone else is bad, and you're good. That's the takeaway.
Can I talk now?
Sure.
Everyone else is bad, and I'm
Okay.
good to me to have
To
me.
me.
To me, I'm good
For
to
us, for this, to this, to have.
to hold until death do I am.
Ba, 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 do, ba, ba, ba,
Blue
bing, bing,
moon,
bing, boom.
blue moon. What is this show? It's If I Were You, the only advice podcast on the internet, hosted by
And I.
and we are they and us to have
For them.
to I
To be.
to hold
Whence was.
to ba da ba da ba ding ba bing
Bye,
boom,
bye, bye, bye.
ba bing. Can't stress enough. We are not drunk. We're not high. We're
This is a
just
bonus Thursday. We can phone it in if we feel like
we're
it.
getting a little loopy.
It's one of those late night shows.
Sorry. I just got my parents are getting divorced, so I just got a text
geez,
regarding
dude.
that.
You want to
No,
pause
it's
it for a second?
We're good.
They were together a long time.
43 years next week. So
Next, is everything good?
somebody stop me. All right. So what do we? Fuck. It's so hard not to think about them together. All right.
Yeah, dude. Take a breather.
I don't need a breather. I need to work. I need to fill my void. I need to fill the silence with cool shit.
You're not doing a very good job right now.
No.
Processing
Yeah.
it.
I am.
Because it's.
I can decompartmentalize. I'm actually part departmental.
All right, good. You're cracking.
My
jokes.
daddy did tell me
Oh,
that I was so funny, even when,
That's good.
when
That's nice. It's positive.
Yeah.
All right.
He also told me that I was sort of, I don't know how to say it in English, but I was driving a wedge between him and my mother. All right.
Jesus Christ.
So how does it work? We
Fucked up thing for your old man to say.
Think. Blumenfeld. My mom was right. I can't fucking do two things at once.
You ruined a marriage and a podcast. Congrats.
We are receiving emails every day, ifIWereYouShow@gmail.com. People in sticky situations. They need desperately our advice, and we do it every week, sometimes twice a week. Sometimes we're back short on a Thursday. Today is one of those times.
On a Thursday.
Squad going down.
On a Thursday.
All right. These are real emails from real people. We're going to give them fake names to preserve their anonymity.
Fair.
Do you have a fake guy's name.
Pablo Escobar.
Right. My new relationship has gotten mad at me because before I even knew that I had a chance of hooking up with her, I hooked up with 2 of her friends, and I had sent a dick pic to another. Do you believe that she should be mad at me for this? She is not talking to me right now. And if so, and if not, what should I do to make her not mad at me and to get over the matter? Thank you. I appreciate your advice on the matter. By the way, I am 19.
Okay.
So,
I am not an alien, and English is my first language.
if so, and if not, what should I do
And
to
if
make
so
her not mad at
facto,
me to get over the matter?
Matter, and what is the matter doesn't matter, and how can I...
It doesn't matter. Can someone get mad at you for stuff you did before your relationship?
No.
So...
Well, oh no, they can. They do.
right.
I don't find it to be a fair way of life.
So you're saying, I meet someone, fresh start, everything that happened before,
Yeah.
I can't get mad at that.
Yeah, but it's not like you're not invincible. You're not untouchable. You don't have like a get out of jail free card. You're
not a Teflon Don.
yeah, because like still people find out about things in their relationships
Yeah.
past
Yeah.
that bother them.
Sure.
I think there's a difference between being bothered by something and being mad at something.
Oh.
Like, if we were dating and I find out that you sent a dick pic to a bunch of my friends before we were even together,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, that bothers me that you did that. And,
Right.
like, what can you do? You just have to sort of be contrite about it. You have to be like, I shouldn't have. I'm sorry. I wish I knew that I would meet you because I don't need to do anything. I don't, whatever.
You're saying I should apologize.
Yeah, just like to be like
that was an old me.
Yeah, you don't really have to like bend over backwards to apologize. But you know, if somebody's upset and you say, "I'm sorry. I didn't know my actions would be."
But maybe I should bend over forwards and offer
Very
up the
hot.
booty.
Yeah, dude.
So
if we're in a relationship
and
and
then,
I'm a little pissed at you,
yeah.
and then you just bend
over
over, grab your
forward.
freaking ankles and let me rail you.
Yeah.
Oh, I am not upset at all. I am coming. You better believe after I nut, I don't stay mad.
Right.
Actually, sit on my lap,
For what?
you old fart. Get over here.
No way.
I'm pissed.
I feel like you're just saying that now because you know it'll get you.
I know I get off. So I think there's like, but then if I was upset, you would probably try to console me.
Oh.
You know, if you're a good guy.
I see.
But if I'm mad at you, if I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with you? You send dick pics to everybody.
Oh.
Then you get defensive.
Yeah.
And then you're like, it doesn't matter. It's not important. It was before I knew you. And you're like, it still matters to me. They're still my friends. They have pictures of your dick, you know?
You know what I would do when someone used to get mad at me in relationships?
What?
I used to heighten up how sad I was feeling. So then it's like, oh, now the other person has to console me.
Very manipulative.
And you can't be mad at me and console me at the same time. If I feel so bad that I'm sad,
It's like, yeah, you shouldn't have sent those pictures to those
I
girls.
know, I'm such a fucking idiot.
Oh, no, hey, it's fine.
No,
it's fine.
it's not fine. Don't fucking let me off the hook.
Would you really do that?
I mean, not to that humorous extent, but I feel like in retrospect, that is
It is a
very
pretty funny way to come at it.
Yeah, I would always like be
Extra hard on yourself.
Yes, exactly. Extra hard on myself.
I'm a fucking loser. I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
I wouldn't blame you if you broke up with me.
In fact, I deserve it.
I ruin everything.
And that's why I was broken up with 19 times in a calendar year. Because I would always say that. And then eventually they just have to take the opening.
Yeah, a couple of them take the bait.
Yeah. And then as they're packing up to leave, I say, you could break up with me or you can. And then I would bend over. Rail me.
So you were still broken up with 19 times in a calendar year.
Because none of them had dicks.
Yeah.
It didn't mean anything for them to
One
see
girl
me
put on a
bent over.
strap on and throat fucked you.
And that was the one I ended up getting engaged to. You knew that I was engaged, right?
Yeah.
I had
For a
engaged
calendar
her.
year.
I engaged her.
You engaged her in a marriage proposal.
I was engaged to have her with me, to hold till death do I shart. So what should... Oh, does this guy have a case?
I feel like it's not about having a case. It's about, like, readjusting the communication to be this dynamic of, I'm not mad. Let's not be mad at each other. Let's recognize that we're both upset by this and what can be done. Like, the dick pics are there. They've been sent. It's happened.
So do you believe that she should be mad at me? No.
I don't believe she should be mad at him.
And if so, what should I do to make her not mad at me and get over the matter?
I think you have to calmly say, I understand why you're upset. And it's really tough because I don't believe that she should be mad. It's really hard when the person starts from a place where there's like not negotiation, you know?
Right.
It's like, I'm pissed. It's like, what you need to do is guide her to just be upset in general and not pissed at you.
Right.
But how do you have that conversation? How do you talk about that?
How do you often find yourself apologizing for something that you don't think that the other person should be mad about?
No, because I'm a moron. Like, I have principles when it comes to apologizing and stuff like that. Like, I don't want to. I guess, but less than I'm not. Like, I don't like to start an argument. Like, I'm not going to apologize for something if I didn't have to apologize about it. You know?
Right.
I think I always just like try to find the root of why somebody's mad at me. And it's usually not because like they're angry and being mean towards me. It's because they're hurt and vulnerable.
Oh, you try to
tap into
go back that one layer.
Right. So you say, so rather than apologizing, you say, I see that you're very upset. I see that this bothered you. I understand that you're...
I accept.
I didn't say I'm sorry. but
I could tell that you do feel apologetic for that.
Very sad that you feel sad. And even though there's nothing...
You're a sorry man, indeed. And I feel bad that I even forced you to apologize almost. Borderline. Now, get off your knees and stop begging me for forgiveness. You have it, you big lug.
Now bend over so I can fuck you.
All right. What's it?
And what would you say?
I mean, if someone's mad at you, I would I would apologize, even though I don't necessarily feel like they have a right to be mad. I'd be like, oh, I'm sorry you feel this way. I would say that. I'm sorry you feel this way is a pretty tough thing to hear. Yeah. Which is, again, 19 divorcees in one calendar year. Oh, I thought it was you were engaged to one and married the rest. No, I was. It alternated 19 each, so I would be engaged and then married and divorced. And you are such a swinging bachelor, Blumenfeld. That's amazing. I wonder how many times the most times someone's been married in a year. It's interesting, but not on purpose. Not like a guy that was trying to break the record. Right. All right, next question. Ooh. Guy's name. Give me 2 seconds. Steve Murphy. Right. You know I've been watching Narcos. You know that, dude. Hey guys, great fan of the show, and since now I've been lucky enough not to have the need to write in. I talk to this girl on a semi-regular, and I feel hookup is imminent. Here's the thing. She started a conversation with the line, "Would you hate me if I took heroin?" I said yes, to try to deter her. But then she started questioning me as to why and accusing me of being hypocritical because of my lifestyle, mainly drinking and the occasional bud. Anyway, I think heroin is a lot worse, and even though I have a suspension, she is joking. I feel I have the moral duty to tell someone, a friend, her parents, maybe a teacher. We're both in high school. I just don't know. She's a solid 8.5 if it helps. Any advice would be greatly appreciated. I was going to say something so friggin' out of left field till I heard she was an 8.5. I was operating thinking she was a 6 or a 7. Yeah. at 8 at most.
So thank you for that information.
Let me readjust my
Going
entire...
forward, knowing she's an 8.5, I say you just gotta let her do the heroin.
No one who says, would you hate me if I took heroin, is going to do heroin. Because she doesn't even know the cool way to say it. If I took it, no, you don't take heroin.
What do you do?
You shoot it. Would you hate me if I shot heroin?
Oh, that means you're already doing
Yeah.
it. Oh, now I see.
Yeah, this girl's faking it.
Yeah.
So you don't have to tell anyone.
I think you probably... Also, that's the wrong answer to say, would you hate me if I took heroin? You don't just say yes, like I'll hate you if you do something. You say, I would be really worried about you. I'd be really concerned. I'd be upset. I'd be sad if you did that. And I would want to help you.
Yeah. Would you say you could hate it if you took heroin? You would hate the situation? Would you hate it if I took heroin?
I would think it was hilarious if you took heroin.
You think so, man?
Yeah.
Thanks,
It'd be
man.
super funny.
I needed to hear that.
Would you actually do it?
I would never do it.
If I got you heroin?
I'm afraid to do drugs.
Yeah, I would be afraid to do heroin, too.
Yeah.
That's a big, scary one.
That's the last one, I think.
That's like a die the first time you do it drug.
Yeah, you can maybe die from it drug.
I mean, you could die from, like, other drugs, too.
Yeah, like adrenaline. Skydivery.
You could die from that.
Yeah, you can actually dive from it.
Nice. You're sure you're not drunk?
I am a little high.
Oh.
Yeah, I had an
Nice.
edible at lunch.
I love that.
Yeah, I had a brownie bite and a...
Did you eat those brownies in the freezer? Because they ain't your regular brownies.
That wasn't even the freezer, man. You were just so fucked up, man. Man, are you okay, dude? No, I'm fine. Don't tell her parents. Don't tell a teacher. That's such a weird thing to do.
Yeah. At the very... It's noble if you knew for a fact she was taking heroin, or if you had at least more conclusive evidence. This is just like a one text message. Don't sound any alarms yet.
Yeah.
I think it's fine to not... You know what, though?
It is.
She did call him a hypocrite.
So it is his moral
So I
duty.
feel like
Would you say it's his moral
it's his-
duty?
But to call the police, I think you have to call if you could set up a sting operation,
Oh, shit.
yeah,
How would that... So it's like,
he'll wear a wire
oh, my God.
and acquire heroin on his own accord, according to Jim.
Okay.
And then he'll go out
in a Honda Accord.
in a Honda Accord
Yeah.
to meet E-Hondas.
Oh, afford. If he can afford a Honda Accord.
If he can afford a Honda Accord from E-Honda, of course.
Of course.
He'll meet this lady out as a matter of course.
Okay.
And the heroine of this story will be buying some heroin from this gory dude because he got into a fight before he
Before he the gory. Before he turned very gory. What's the allegory?
Yeah, you can. So then you try to sell her the heroin, and then you bust her.
And then so it's like 911. What's your emergency? 911. What's your emergency?
What's your accent? I'm sorry, I have an emergency, but I'm enamored with your voice.
This is the Chicago Dispatch Police.
Where are you from? What's your name?
My name is Fayetteville from Normal, Illinois.
Fayetteville from Normal, Illinois.
Sorry, do you have an emergency, sir? I'm gonna have to hang up.
I have an emergency. I've fallen. My heart is just burst into a million pieces when
All
I heard
right,
the sound of your
what's
voice.
your address?
My address?
Sir, is someone
What's
holding
your
a gun?
address?
Is someone holding a gun to your head? Just cough twice. If so, are you in trouble right now?
Fayetteville from Normal, Illinois. You had me at what's your emergency?
Don't tell anyone. Was my advice.
Yeah.
She's not doing heroin. She hasn't taken
You're going to feel
it.
real shitty if she's doing heroin, though.
Oh shit! What if she OD'd and it was his moral duty?
Yeah.
All right. Ooh, this is an interesting one. This one is interesting. And are you ready for it?
You better believe it.
We need another guy's name.
Javier Peña.
I'm a 20-year-old guy from England, just finishing up my first year of university. We're moving out of the halls at the end of June, but my most current of flatmates have already gone home, so at the moment it's just me and my friend living together in the flat and doing nothing all day, every day. Recently, she suggested that I grow my mustache out. The reason for this is because I haven't shaved in almost a week, and when I go this long without shaving, the hair above my lip, in particular, becomes quite a bit more prominent, which she said looks good on me. The problem is, I think it looks ugly. The only reason I've let it go to this point is that I've been really lazy. I'm pretty sure that this is the extent that it can grow to anyway. I can't really grow a full beard, but I agreed to not shave it for 2 weeks just to see what happens. Then it occurred to me that she might be trying to mess with me. I mean, I'm pretty sure that the mustache just won't suit me, but what if that's actually her plan and she's playing some sort of John Wolfe-esque long con to get me to grow ugly facial hair, walk around looking like an idiot for 2 weeks? Maybe she secretly likes having some small power over how my face looks. She already gives me haircuts, and she pierced my ear with a sewing needle one time. I really don't think a mustache will look good on me. Also, in the unlikely event that it actually looks good, should I keep it or shave it off before I go home to see my friends for the summer? When I saw them last, they noted that I had changed a lot since going to uni, and this became sort of a punchline for their jokes. Well, since I last saw them, I've gotten the aforementioned ear piercing, which I've now started stretching out, and I've also gotten a tattoo, and I plan on getting a few more before I see them. I can already imagine the jokes that'll come out of this. But since these are permanent decisions which I've made, there's nothing I can do about it, really. So I guess I'll have to suck it up and take it. But I could avoid having mustache jokes thrown on top of the whole situation by just shaving it off. But what if it does actually look good? What do you guys think I should do? Help. Love. What was the guy's name?
Javier Peña.
Javier Peña. Oh.
God, man. You are the butt of a joke, man. You and your you have to at this point cut off your entire lip.
What?
Remove your lip.
How does one even?
Cut it off entirely.
No way.
So no lip. All you'll see above your lower lip is teeth and gums. And you run up to this girl and you say, "Are you happy now?
Oh.
Look what you've done."
And he already has a homemade ear piercing that he's stretching out.
Yeah, so you're all about that self-mutilation.
Shit. And then he comes home, and his friends have already made fun of him for looking slightly different from university. Mm-hmm. He comes back with multiple tattoos, a homemade ear piercing, and
no lip.
No.
What's the opposite of a mustache? Just your teeth.
No, it is not. Oh, it's what?
Oh, teeth.
That's so close to a mustache.
From here up is just teeth.
Did I mention Sale was a goose? I would say the opposite of a mustache is tangerine juice.
I think it's chalk.
You just said it was teeth.
Chalk's pretty close to teeth.
So what the fuck is this guy doing? Mustache is the most changeable thing, and he's concerned about it. But, like, getting a tattoo and piercing his ears with a sewing needle is fine?
It sounds like he's just a little self-conscious about the mustache. But, like, how often have you had a girl who is interested in you, like, want you to do your hair a different way or want you to grow a beard, and it's like something it's a change to you, and you're like, "Oh, no, this looks weird. This looks bad. What are you talking about?" But it doesn't matter. Like, if you like this girl and she says you look good a certain way, then just embrace it for a little bit.
Yeah.
Also, it sounds like he was getting into it.
Sounds like he liked it.
What if it does look good? By the end of your email, you borderline thought it did.
I mean, all your decisions, from what to wear, what you look like, facial hair, clothing, anything, is to attract people. Otherwise, Why would you do it?
And now you have somebody who you're attracted to telling you
point blank
what they like, and you're like, "No." It doesn't look good to you.
Yeah. You don't tell her what looks good to you for me to have to him to hold.
To forever.
It's already there.
And it sounds like also she's not necessarily making him grow out a mustache. She's just saying like, don't shave. Like,
Yeah.
And the hair above his lip is most of what grows in.
You have a mustache now.
Oh yeah, I do.
Do you remember your first mustache?
Yeah.
You couldn't stop thinking about it. When
Yeah.
it's first there, it's like, oh my God.
Oh, that's
this
true.
Is,
I think I was like in my
defines you.
mid-20s when I would always do it when I was shaving just for
Right.
like fun at the end of your like if I had like a light beard or something, I'd shave.
Yeah.
And leave a mustache just for fun or leave a goatee just for fun for a minute.
But no way would you keep it for more than a day.
And then like during work at College Humor, I think I started like sometimes just having a beard. And
Right.
then it took a long time, but I did the mustache. And the first day I had my mustache, all I wanted to do was like tell people how it was a joke.
Yeah, it's
Like,
not a real mustache.
I'm just doing this as a bit. That's
Yeah.
why I have it. It's funny.
Now you have it, you don't even really think about it.
No, and like people comment on it. They're like, "Hey, mustache." I'm like, yeah, sure, yeah, it's no big deal.
So you just you'll grow desensitized to the stash is what I'm saying.
Right, 100%. I think it sounds like you're growing and changing and doing different things. So your friends might not like it, but maybe this girl likes it. Maybe you like it. That's really the most important.
No, I would say the girl is more important than the guy.
Girl and you, yeah. I feel like there's sort of like an equal-ish importance.
If
'Cause
she
you have to
likes
feel, I think you're right. Like her liking it is definitely really important. Like that should guide him to
Yeah.
liking it. If he really can't reconcile, then he can't. Like you also have to be confident when you're talking to the girl.
But what's more confident than her saying, I like it like that? I like it like that. I like it like that.
Bend over, Blumenfeld.
What?
You're right. I'd like to fuck you alive on the podcast.
Alive? Alive or just live?
Both.
Mercy. So, keep the stash.
Yeah, keep the stash for a little bit just to see.
How about keep the stash and don't give yourself a tattoo or 2 or 3? It sounds like you're rushing into this tattoo thing.
Well, maybe he likes the tattoos. I ain't got nothing wrong. I ain't got no problem with anything except for maybe no piercing the ears with a sewing needle.
Yeah,
Because that's not hygienic.
that's unsafe, unhealthy.
You're stretching out a hole in your body that you pierced with a needle yourself with somebody who is definitely not trained to do that.
I would advise against getting multiple tattoos. I would say get one at a time. Because what if you regret it? Then
Yeah.
you have 3 instead of 1.
Right. I thought that he was. I thought he was like had several more that he was going to go for.
Yeah, he said there's going to be several more before they even his friends see him again in a couple of weeks.
Oh, interesting.
So yes, mustache, maybe tattoos.
Just slow
no
your roll
piercing.
on the tattoos.
Suddenly I want to make fun of this guy for changing too much.
Well, this happens when you go to college.
Yeah. I remember when I went to college, the thing was, at least within my friend group, is that like nobody cut their hair for like what seemed like 9 months.
Yeah.
So everybody
Ours
came back
too.
with like super long hair.
Yeah.
Was that like a 2000s thing, or is that like
I
what
think
kids
it
do when they go to college?
I wonder. I think it's a 2000 thing.
Although your brother also grew his hair really out long.
That's true. Maybe I guess it could be a college
Because it's
thing.
like, it's like the
I guess-
thriftiness. It's like, oh, I can't afford a haircut. And then it's like 5 months, 6
yeah,
months.
you sort of
Let's
like
see how long
embrace
it goes.
laziness in a way for the first time. It's like, oh yeah, I don't have to. Like, I'm not going to cut my hair. I'm going to
Yeah.
wear pajamas. I'm going to wear slippers to
To the dining
library.
hall. Yeah.
I don't know, but I don't know if people still do that. Do they? I thought Micah grew out his hair because he was like in a surfing culture
Yeah.
at Santa Barbara.
And man buns had become a la mode or of the fashion.
Indeed.
So, for example, I had a brownie a la mode the other day, which is a brownie with a little bit of a man bun on it.
really,
I had a samurai
you just
man
poured
bun.
ice cream onto a man's head.
Bun,
and you tried
yeah.
to eat it with a spoon.
Oh God, that's so hot. All right, let's take a breaky poo, and we'll be back with more right after these. Thank you also to NextIssue.com for sponsoring this episode. We'd be remiss if we didn't tell you about NextIssue.com, one of our newest, favoritist sponsors. Do you know what Next Issue is? You know what it does?
I do. It's an app wherein that you can download and read magazines.
That's right. You don't have to carry around magazines anymore. You know, for those of us who want premium content and don't want to waste time finding it, there's nextissue.com.
We all know you like premium content. If you listen to our podcast, you know what? Then you got to commute. You might be on a train. You might be on a plane right now.
Yeah.
Maybe you got an iPad. I say you download Next Issue. Download yourself some magazines.
It's not just random magazines either. It's iconic mags like People, Vogue, Esquire, Time, and more.
You got Men's Health in there?
Mm-hmm.
Men's Fitness in there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude. You got to do that. Get on your shit so you can get in shape, you know?
You want to get jacked, ultimately. Next
Tell him
issue-
you want to get Jake Hurwitz jacked.
Well, do you think that... I don't know if that... What does that mean? Jake Hurwitz jacked.
Yeah, you ever seen like the you ever seen like the Miles Teller in the gym photos
Oh, yeah.
where he's like super jacked and cut and strong?
Yeah.
That's basically based on me.
Miles Teller was based on you.
He got the idea to be jacked. He needed to do it for a movie, but
Yeah.
also because of me.
They call it being jaked, actually, because
Yeah.
it's so iconic.
I was gonna say that.
Nextissue.com also lets you dive deeper into the story with interactive content. So you can sign up for Next Issue right now and get immediate access to all the top magazines, including back issues. So you're not worried about just one issue. You can basically search across multiple magazines across multiple years. Not only do you get to read the articles, but you get exclusive videos and photos.
Yeah.
We have Next Issue.
Just do it.
It's thoroughly enjoyable,
would you not
thoroughly
do that?
entertaining. And it's all in our device. I have it on my phone. Jake has it on his iPad. You can also have it on your computer. And the best part of all, Next Issue is offering a free trial right now when you go to nextissue.com/ifiwereyou. So if you're interested in just having a butt ton of mags in your pocket,
At the very least, do the free trial. Why'd you not do the free trial?
it is a free trial.
Come on, please.
I'm actually quite begging you at this point. Here I am, on my knees. Once again, I've fallen into pieces, reminding you to go to nextissue.com/ifiwereyou for a free trial right now.
They deserve it because they brought us back on a Thursday.
Toda Next Issue. And speaking of getting back, let's get back into it.
You good?
Yeah. It is September 10th when this comes out.
Nice.
We are dangerously close to our Toronto shows, Just for Laughs Comedy Festival, at the beginning of October. And then in 2 weeks after that, we're going to be at the Irvine Improv, Orange County, our first show in Orange County. This is a 500-seat theater.
Shit. People really have to come.
Yeah, and once they do get there, it's going to be a fucking party.
Yeah, dude. It's
I'm
gonna
gonna
be a
have
rage fest.
I'm gonna have, what's it called when you have that thing that goes it like blows
a
out.
vuvuzela?
No, not a vuvuzela. It's like a paper mache thing, and then it blows out.
Yeah.
and then it sucks back in.
A party popper or like
Yeah.
a noisemaker.
Yeah, not even any of those.
Right.
What's that thing? How do you even search that on Google? It's a
Party horn?
A party horn, is it? It's a. How would you even describe that?
I would describe it as a party horn.
Let's see. Are you searching?
Yeah. Party horn.
Oh, wow, look at that. A party horn is a horn formed from a paper tube. That's correct. That doesn't even sound familiar to me.
Yeah.
And actually, another way to say it is noisemaker. And another way to say it is paper tongue.
Paper tongue. Interesting. But I said 2 of the 3.
Yeah. Party horn.
And I guess it's just like not a very common vernacular because you didn't think they were right.
Yeah, anyway, I'm going to bring a party horn.
So it's going to be insane.
So you know right off the bat there will be a party horn. And then it's also a Wednesday, which, Wednesday, Orange County, that's like
Dude.
sort of when the
Wacky
OC
Wednesday.
came out.
Weird Wednesdays. What
Whack
the fuck
Wednesday? What the Friday?
Yeah, nice.
Nice.
Well, Wednesday, though.
Yeah, well, it's going to be on a Wednesday.
Right.
So hopefully we guys can see you there. It's going to be our first shows in quite a bit since Montreal.
Yeah. It'll be good to get back to Canada.
I can't wait to be slightly too drunk on stage.
Oh, that's my favorite.
I can't wait until I
Yeah.
make that mistake again.
Yeah, I haven't been hungover in a minute.
Really?
And I was just like full on drunk in the Montreal airport.
Yeah.
That was a good time.
There's nothing weirder than being drunk going through customs.
I have never experienced that before. That was a very unique experience.
Yeah, it's like, you know, at the end of a night at a bar when you're just like drunk and tired, and like the best thing is
the part where you're like, in your kitchen eating like cold food from the refrigerator that you didn't think you'd
and then you sleep for like 8 hours, and it's the best. So instead of eating the food in the kitchen and the sleep, it's walking through a line of strangers that woke up at 4 a.m.
It's showing people like drunkenly showing a TSA agent your passport.
Asking what he's doing. What are you doing in Canada?
I was lost. I got lost in the airport. Me and Sam couldn't find our gate.
What a weird position to be in, to just go from the bar to an airport.
Yeah, absurd.
And yet I feel like that happens a lot, especially at the end of these fests.
Yeah,
we should try to do that in Orange County.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
We'll just drive drunk home after the show.
Oh, that's really good.
Fucking rage fest, dude.
It's actually cool to drive drunk.
Oh, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, because like a lot of adults are all like, no, don't.
Like a kid was just showing his parents the podcast just during this part.
Mom, don't worry. It's actually really helpful.
They're funny. And
they're funny, but like a lot of the stuff they do is actually smart.
Advice.
Like,
it's cool to drive drunk. It's cool to be a drunk driver.
Oh, so you find this funny?
We're not even kidding.
And now they're making fun of me, the parent said. No, obviously, you should indeed drive drunk.
Yeah, of course.
You get that.
I'm not going to backtrack from this bit and say you shouldn't drive drunk now.
Driving drunk is the one thing that even cool people don't really do.
Right.
Like the weed commercials, like cool people are laughing at, like, yeah, like you can really get into a car accident when you're high. No, that's not whatever.
Yeah.
But then it's like, no, I actually don't drive drunk.
No, don't drive drunk.
Yeah.
Everybody's. Yeah. Breaking rules is cool, but not that one.
Yeah. The coolest thing you could do is break a rule, except if the rule is to drive drunk. So, in conclusion, stay in school, don't drive drunk, and be real cool.
Nice. There's some weird cartoon dog at a back to school seminar.
I don't have sunglasses, but I have like cool glasses. So I am still a cool cartoon
Hipster
dog.
cartoon dog.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's
like
the
a
new,
Spuds
like...
McKenzie, but he's a hipster. Mm-hmm. Do you think I'm a hipster?
Oh, God, why do you sit like that? Just for everybody at home, he's sitting like a pretzel, his legs fully behind his head.
He is a Gandhi-type man.
Speaking into the mic that he has shoved into his anus.
There's a party horn in his butthole.
Before we get back into it, I have one thing that I want to plug. And I apologize, but I'm going to plug this for a friend of mine named Walter, a.k.a. Pippi Babcock. From Adelaide, from our Australia shows. I told you, I think I discussed this on the podcast, that I followed him on Instagram. Mm-hmm. He Instagram messaged me. And he asked me if I would give him a shout out for this talent show that he's in.
Okay.
He needs to be voted for.
Okay.
Just so nobody gets an idea, I will not do this for anyone else.
Okay.
Except for Walter.
Got it.
So this is for him.
This is borderline. This is a free advertisement.
Yeah.
We are reaching roughly 100,000 listeners.
And this is...
We have their ears. We have their attention. We have their full concentration.
But really, if you're going to do one thing on your computer today, search the Royal Adelaide Show on Facebook.
Okay.
And take a second to find Walter's entry and vote for him. He gave me a URL, but like I don't think anyone's going to... It's
long.
Yeah, it's https://a.pgtb.
Right. Nobody's going to be able to write it down. So you're saying go on Facebook and
So this
search?
is what I did. I went on Facebook and I searched the Royal Adelaide Show.
Uh-huh.
And it came right up.
Uh-huh. And it's a talent show where you like a video?
Yeah, I think, I guess, I mean, I voted for him.
How did you vote?
you if you scroll down from their page, there's a link that's like vote for our entrance, and then you can click on his name.
Okay, and his name is
Walter Buckley.
And is it one of those things where you know how many people have voted so far?
Oh, I wonder. I don't know if I do.
Because if it's like in the teens and stuff, we can just fucking create a little Walter avalanche and have him win.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know what the.
So what's his talent?
He sings. He sings a Billy Joel song. And if you guys want to see an adorable 15-year-old sing a Billy Joel song, it's very much worth it. He's good. When Pippi Babcock sent me this video, I was like, oh, I don't want to feel bad. I don't want it to be like a shitty video. But I showed it to you.
Yeah.
Did you think it was great?
Yeah, I couldn't believe that adult tone was coming out of that teenager's mouth.
Yeah. He sounds like Billy Joel. I'm going to vote for him right now.
It's actually Billy Joe. Huh? It's not Billy Joel. It's Billy Joe.
That's not true, dude.
Uptown girl. Uptown. Girl it up.
I'll be frank with everybody. It does want a lot of information.
Okay. But once you put in that social security number, it sort of auto-fills in the rest.
It's not that bad. All right, tell you what. If it's
it is a double email verification.
No, it's not that bad either.
They send you a letter in the mail. You fill out a form. Hire a messenger.
They give them your bank account. They're going to take $1 just to make sure that you're.
Yeah,
and then you.
Do you know your bank account routing number? Do you know the bank account
check.
number?
No,
do you have your passport scanned? It's easier to get into Canada than it is to cast a vote.
For Walter, for Pippi Babcock.
So what is? And then you vote for him, and that's it. And then he wins the talent show.
Yeah.
So you know what his talent is? His talent is actually knowing you. It's not actually singing Billy Joel, is it?
Well, I'll encourage all of our listeners to watch watch all the videos and vote. You know what? You're right. You don't have to vote for Walter.
Decision.
I'm just promoting the Adelaide Royal Show.
Make your own informed decision. But I feel like you'll find Walter's Billy Joel is top notch.
Oh yeah. See, you can't see what the score is right now.
It's that close.
Well, 65,000 people like the page.
Need we say less? All right, I think
we gave more time to Pippi Babcock than anybody else.
Yeah, that was a 48-minute plug. Holy shit. I'm sweating. Let's try to answer one last question before we have to bounce out of here.
All right.
We sort of answered the 3 questions that we were going to get to on the show. So do you want to search our email right now? Find a question live on the show. It's bonus Thursday episode time. Things are getting a little loosey-goosey, a little experimental. Last time was a lightning round. This time we're going to try to find a question on the actual show itself.
Live.
So how would you like to, how do you propose we go about doing it? Is it random? Do you want to search a keyword?
Yeah, I'll come up with a word that I think there has to be only a few of in our email.
Okay, 14,500 emails in this box.
14,000 emails.
You want to search a term or a
search
phrase.
One word.
Oh, one word.
That I think is going to get us down. It's only going to appear in less than 100.
Oh, less than 100.
No, I'll go take a bigger swing. 25. It's going to be less than 25.
Okay.
Juxtaposition.
Juxta?
Yeah.
Juxto.
Juxta position.
This is insane. This is beyond flooring.
How many emails?
It's one.
What?
And it's a question we've already answered.
Is it really?
According to my records, yes. We answered it on January 7th, 2014.
Wow. What was it?
Something about families, religion, and meeting someone's significant other. And
good stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll come up with another one.
Okay.
Dandy. I think there's going to be more than...
Dandy.
Yeah. Dandy. I'm imagining somebody be like, everything was fine and dandy, and then this happened.
Oh, okay. There's 21.
Okay.
Some of them are ads. So within the 21, give me a number 1 through 21.
18.
All right. Jake and Amir. We've never read this before. This is an email from July 12th, 2013.
From 2013?
That's right. This is
So this
over
person
2
probably
years
doesn't
ago.
even listen to the show anymore.
Oh, that's probably good. I don't know. This is a month after we created the podcast.
Wow.
Jake and Amir. So I've been flirting with this girl for a couple of weeks, but we haven't really gotten anywhere. I mean, we have come to know each other pretty well, but we haven't really advanced on the boyfriend-girlfriend front. Now, that's all fine and dandy.
I knew it.
Except for the juxtaposition.
What?
No, that's all fine and dandy, except for the fact that a couple nights ago I met another girl and we instantly hit it off. We had a lot of fun and got further that first night with her than I did in a week with the other girl. Basically, I want to let the first girl know that I met somebody else so that I'm not keeping her on the hook when I have moved on. I like both of them, and I would prefer to stay friends with them. But mainly, I just want to tell the first girl to move on as nicely as possible. What would you do if you were me?
Wait, you just flirting with her, right? Was it a date?
He was just flirting with a girl for a couple of weeks, but hasn't really gotten anywhere.
So yeah, you don't have to break up with that person. It sounds like you didn't. It sounds like you failed. What are you talking about?
He had a failure to launch.
He hit on somebody for weeks.
Yeah.
They basically rejected him.
Yeah.
He met somebody else, and now he wants to go and break up with...
Honey, this isn't working out.
Yeah, I know. I rejected you.
I just don't see us. There's not sparks, as it
Right,
were.
I agree. I actually...
And I know this is going to fucking pain you to hear.
Right, no.
I actually met
Get out of
somebody else.
I think the other girl probably doesn't like him either.
But this is something that happens. You can sort of get stuck in a flirtation cycle where nothing really escalates.
Yeah.
You have to add more gasoline or fire or take a risk or a swing before
It's hard. On
things
Text
die
Jake,
down.
I actually get a lot of things like this that are like, we're flirting over text, but like, I don't know how to turn it into anything else.
Oh, you have to escalate. I
Yeah.
think invariably the first thing that you have to do is turn it from a text message to a date. Like
Right.
that's the first.
Yeah.
That's the goal of the text.
It's so true. Because texting is not the goal. Texting is the means to the end.
So texting allows you to start texting is the first thing. You need text. It's
Right.
like the twigs.
Well, I feel like this is the unnatural evolution, right? It's like there's a group of people all hanging out, and it's like you're interested in one person, but how do you get a private conversation going? That's the text.
That's why you walk up to them and say, "Hello, my name is Jacob. I would like to engage you in a private conversation."
Yes.
Follow
May
me.
I have your 7-digit telephone number?
Yeah.
Area code included if you don't live in the area.
Otherwise, I know its current code. It's 3 lambda alpha. She's macing you.
My eyes are impervious to this gas.
So you get her phone number.
And that's a private conversation. But then that's not the end. Now you need to get into an actual private date. A private meeting and greeting.
So the evolution from single-celled organism in a water to an amphibian that crawls out of the water into a primate, and then eventually a human or the sex.
The amphibian crawls into a primate?
Well, it crawls out of the water,
Up
basically.
inside of
Yeah.
a monkey.
A chimpanzee's asshole, and that's the missing
It
link.
incubates.
Yeah, and then
It's a cocoon.
and then the chimpanzee tears open its chest,
It's a lizard man.
and he's British.
Oh my god.
Oh my
He
god!
eschews the food chain.
We're no longer even giving this guy advice. We're just talking about how.
Because you don't need to break up with the girl who you've been flirting with if you meet somebody. You also have it's been one night with the other person.
Yeah, it's been
One night
since
since
you
you
had the
met the girl.
So I just launch into it. Even the fast part, I have it down.
Chickadee China, the Chinese chicken.
Listen, this guy's.
It's been one night and he wants to break up with the other girl for the girl that he probably doesn't have yet.
I feel bad. This email was written 2 years ago. There's an 80% chance this man is dead. I mean, we're talking to a fucking ghost. This is not to say of anything regarding the two ladies who are also
dead.
More often than not, they will be deceased by the time we reach them. So to you, I say, thank you for writing in. I'm going to respond to this guy's email. Be like, oh, thank you so much for writing in. We just got to your email.
Glad you included the word dandy.
2.5 years later. All right. That's it. Thank you to this.
We also 2.5 years. So he basically didn't get the satisfaction of getting his question answered, and we only made fun of it.
They could be married at this point. I ended up marrying both of them. Thank you for writing in. To anybody who's ever written in. We're trying to get to everybody. Obviously, we have more than we can eschew. But we're doing our best. That email address, if you have your own questions, is ifiwereyoushow@gmail.com. And if you have your own theme song, we actually start and end every episode. This is episode 173, and we've started and ended every episode with a new theme song, give or take a few. The opening one was by Ollie Salmon Colm, and this closing one is by James Sherlock. Today's Thursday. We'll be back on Monday, our regularly scheduled programming. Later.
Ta-da.
If you've got a smoke show on your hands, or you need to put someone on blast, and if you're trying to bag a dime, or if you're losing your dang mind, well, here's what I did. Oh, here's what I did. If I were you, if I were you, if I were you, if I were you.
That was a HeadGum podcast.